And so he had me buy a house.
Maureen, this is the book that she wrote.
Ask and you shall receive.
Ask and you shall receive. It's on Amazon.
Buy the house right there where I am. And so
And I will send you the
and then
links.
my girlfriend just
Oh, great. Thank you.
I will send you
she's like, oh my
a
God.
link to our Shopify and whatever we discussed today.
There's a reason.
Okay.
Wow, this is a house in a place I've never been.
Awesome.
Yeah, check
Yeah.
stuff on here.
Grab a chair.
Yeah, and we were actually wanting to buy in Murphy.
Yeah.
And then the second, my daughter went out later and we found this little house under construction in Hayesville. You never heard of Hayesville?
Yeah.
Hicksville,
And the
Hayesville.
whole welcome kit. I wrote that
I
down.
know
I'm doing it
Hayesville
right
because I have a
tomorrow.
girlfriend, Lisa Black.
Right there.
Oh, okay. Almost so many years ago, we went up there and emptied gas. We'd ask for organic.
How's you're seeing this okay?
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
Now you go to a farmer's market. It's organic, it's organic.
I think we have to accept people, right? Is there-
No.
Donna, you saw the survey.
We always have to admit.
The guy's picture.
So Sue comes
That guy.
on.
That's right above my house in North
So this
Carolina.
is, whoever sits there,
Isn't
job
that
is to see if there's
amazing?
someone else to admit.
Okay.
My girlfriend just took a picture of
The webmaster.
is that just, I mean, the perfect eyes and the nose, you know, the nose right here. It's so obvious of him looking. Because I always remember, so I bring it to share. We can go around in the beginning and start sharing our little miracles of the week. Because I know that a couple people here have a few miracles to share. So I want to bring you the update on my emerald bracelet from Emerald Isle, North Carolina, that God brought on the beach to my toes. Well, I was walking this weekend, and I noticed that my bracelet was gone. And I said, God, you know, I'm willing to let the bracelet go because you brought it to me the first time. Although it reminds me of you, and I'd really like to have it back. So if it truly, by divine right, is mine, will you return it to me? So it was gone for 24 hours, and I was walking, and then I said, okay, really, I feel better with it on, so it'd be nice to have it back. And when I finally just flipped the coin and let the heads and the tails both go up, meaning whether I have it or it's going to somebody else or dematerializing, it's all perfect. In that moment, it was on the sidewalk in front of me. So it's back on my wrist. I'm just, because I'm updating you from
Do you know the
this.
story? How she found this?
I told Don I'd like to be a treasure finder. And so I walked and put my toes in the water, and this danced up on my toes. And I thought, I said treasure, and it's emeralds. And then I realized that it's Emerald Isle, North Carolina. So he gave me this tennis bracelet of emeralds. And then, so I said to him, you know, this bracelet went around the whole world with me, really? And back in Naples, you're gonna take it off? He said, okay, I really would like it back, because it traveled to 42 countries for a whole year. And you know, little poverty countries too. And so it's like, how did it stay through 82 flights? Stay on my wrist. I come to Naples, take a walk, it's not 15. So it was just fun. I just bring it because the emerald throne, so we have emerald rainbow over the throne, God's throne, it says in Revelation. And so I said, oh, the emerald lights, and it reminds me of the emerald light. And I was walking on the beach the other day, and we have a green flash here. And so I said, yes, I was. Every weekend I go, I stay in La Playa.
Oh, and
Yeah,
then
and
you
you can
walk
stay.
the beach.
So I held the bracelet up in the sunlight, and I said, you know, God, a green flash would be nice. Green, pink, blue, no flash, it's all good. Oh, no, you know, I really like, you know, the green, and kind of holding up. It was so green, and it wasn't a flash, it just stayed green all along there for so long. I'm like, oh my God, it's so obvious. It's like, he gave me the whole minute of green, not just a flash. It was so beautiful. So those were the miracles, and it was just fun to say, if it's mine, it can only be mine. And so then I was right back.
Sit wherever you want.
Yay. Okay, so you want to share your dolphin? You too?
Yeah, go ahead, girl. So one day I was driving from my home back to Carissa's, and I live now on Bayshore, and it has a lot of boats in this area, so on the boat racks, and there was also one reason why I wish to live in Naples. When I first came in 2006, I just loved the boat racks. You know, that you can actually shelve your boats. Or like everyone has a boat on this trailer. So now I live in an area where there is like also a boating platform, and every morning there's someone going by with a boat. So I was like, you know what, God, it's time for me to go boating again. So that was Monday, I think, and Tuesday we came to the Miracle Group 2 weeks ago, and JJ and Oscar, we have to do something together. Do you wish to go boating? It's like, yes, absolutely, I wish to go boating. Want to have dinner together. So what we did, we went boating
And had dinner
and then
together.
we had dinner together.
And watch a movie.
And we were asking for manatees. We saw one big manatee, like the
Actually,
tail.
quite a few, but we didn't see them. They would come out.
Yeah, and the tail. And then we had like a dolphin jumping in a wave. And then we also said, you know, we wish also to walk on the beach. So we were anchoring in front of Sanibel, and JJ and I were swimming to Sanibel, and we were walking the beach there. So that was quite a great experience.
Where did you find the boat? I have a friend with a boat who I manifested too.
That is a nice gentleman.
Very sweet.
Yeah, very sweet on her birthday. In Cape
You
Coral.
need to buy the book.
Right, Cape Coral.
Yeah, so this is a new book we are going through. It's Connect to the Light, and Maureen, I will send you the link for that. And then the other one we will start today. So we started like 6 meetings ago already.
Yeah.
And we talked a lot about it. Still, there's so much more content we can talk about in that. But sometimes we also get a little sidetracked, and we talk about a lot of other things. And then one thing we made up, it's a focus wheel workbook, because over the last meetings, like over the last years, we discovered it's a great exercise to do a focus wheel.
And Abraham Hicks had introduced that concept of helping you believe.
So it's basically you put in the
Activating your
middle
beliefs in
the
every
beliefs
single
you
thing.
wish to have, and we do that today. So, and you can take an empty piece of paper and do it yourself. However, my forte is I like to be organized. So of course I put all the things I can think of in one book, and have over 50 focus wheels of things we wish to improve, and empty ones that we can also fill in. The empty ones. So this is what we introduced today, the workbook actually, that we can, every time we get together, fill in 1 or 2 focus wheels. And this way we
Can build belief together
yes.
as a team.
So how much are the 2 books?
So this is 15 and this is 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
35. Okay. We got a couple of them.
Yeah, so we did it, as we know, when you can change your belief in something, you match your frequency to the greater. And it's like a cell phone. The only way you receive your messages is when you move yourself in range. We build beliefs with what we can believe already now. It's as of this very moment, given the exact set of skills that you have in this very moment. Let's put them together. Let's put them in front of us. Let's see how believable this really is. And then it changes things because it moves you more in range to then receive more.
Sorry.
So it's kind of counterintuitive in the sense of, as humanity, we think, oh my gosh, if we tell the universe we're satisfied, then will it stop giving us more? And the opposite is true. When we actually match that vibrational field, more than the harmony of the next can continually move in. So that's the joy. Yeah.
So and just for everyone, you admitted everyone, that's great. Rachel is here. So I just want you to show that we have some more
Of our miracle
group meetings.
Fun people.
Yeah.
And James Stevens, are you gonna play tonight?
Yeah. So what do you wish to start? Do you wish to start with playing for us? Yes, please. So how about we put that there? So
Yeah, that's good. So it's here everybody can hear us.
and thank you for everyone being online and joining us. It's so much fun.
Oh, Kathy, we didn't invite you.
This one is from you.
I forgot.
I don't have her on Messenger. Can you send her the message?
Me, Christine.
Okay, so for Skype for the Yacht 6, met Christine at Vilma's place when we were doing a health lecture. It had to be a year and a half ago because I was gone a whole year
Yeah, I had,
traveling the world. So
okay.
it's a year and a half for sure, or maybe 2 years. Yeah,
I'd say 2
2 years. Okay. And so do you want to give the rest of us an update, since we always pray and work with everybody that comes across our path for miracles?
Oh, my miracle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 2000.
Go ahead and look at the.
All right. 2016. We found the daughter I'd given up for adoption in 1963. We found her, and it's beautiful. Oh my God, yeah. I mean, and this girl's got my personality and looks like me. So
What a
it's been
blessing.
beautiful. Oh my God, she is a blessing to so many people, and never regretted, having her and giving her up. So that was an awesome, amazing year. 2017, I had uterine cancer, and I had.
And that's when we met.
That's when we met.
Yeah.
I had a full hysterectomy, and they found 2 or 3 clear cells, which is a rare aggressive cancer. I'm like, me? So I made up my mind I was going to glorify God through the whole thing. I had 4 rounds of chemo, 3 rounds of radiation, and I don't have any of the horror stories that other people have.
Right. And when we met, Sylvie made a nice gesture to pray together.
Mm-hmm.
I know we actually also met at Whole Food this day, actually just for that.
Okay, yeah.
To pray. Okay, so what's so beautiful about that is this is the first time our paths have crossed
In a long
since that
time,
day.
yeah,
Since
yeah.
that day we prayed, and here you are.
Mm-hmm.
So that is just
Completely
really
happy and
wonderful. What full circle? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then the next year I was just back to normal, and then I tripped and broke my arm. A revenge of a spider I had killed the day before. Did it in North Carolina, and that put me down more than the surgery and the whole thing. So JJ's been getting
Good.
back
to it. Oh, so isn't it great how we just can stay in touch?
Oh yeah.
Miracles just keep flowing on.
Oh yeah. No, God has blessed us so much.
So for those that are just joining us this week, if you have yet to listen to last time's meeting, the word is I am satisfied, and we want to each use that every hour of the day and find something that you are satisfied with.
We can do a focus wheel.
Yes, and we will do a focus wheel on that. I just want to make that, and the ones of us who have practiced that for the last 2 weeks, that would be JJ, Oscar, Sylvie, myself, Donna, right? You were in on the
Sky was
satisfied.
here, yeah.
Sky was here, James, Stephen, we've been texting each other. It's satisfactory. It is satisfying. We are satisfied. It is shown that the word satisfied then opens up the universe to bring the next step to you. So when you declare, okay, I'm ready, it's another word for saying, okay, I'm joyfully ready. And since the universe always wants to let you dig your ditch first and then fill it with water and then dig the next ditch and fill it with water or the blessing, when you announce that you are satisfied with the current moment, the current step that you're in, it can be just like you said, I was satisfied with my health, the way it turned out with that thing. I was satisfied with my health, so next time I needed some more satisfaction. I'm satisfied with my daughter, and sharing your satisfaction so we can all be satisfied with you and blessed by you. So we've been doing this, and it's been fun, right, James Stephen?
Absolutely. It's nice that we can interact like that to keep that
word going.
Yeah,
yes, and it's fun that we're finding different variations of the same word. So that was fun. We did a little texting and had fun with that word.
And I love that we correct each other when we think we're doing the right thing. Like today,
Yeah.
you corrected me, and thank you for that.
Yes, oh, absolutely. And that's really
Power of
Skydra. And I was going to bring the bell. Skydra was the one who was so great. She brought the little ding bell. And if we use a word that is something like fearless, meaning the best way to say it is with absolute faith, courageous, confident, victorious. All right. So let's help each other. Let's make that correction. And again, it's in love. And you're also helping us in the next writing that we do so that we can share that with other people. Yeah. All right. So miracles before James Stephen plays. Who else wants to share a miracle?
Let's share our satisfaction. Like go around and really like talk about what are we satisfied. in the last 2 weeks, like maybe one thing each. So I already shared mine with the boat trip before.
Yeah, she got to go voting the next day. It came up.
And plus, it was a perfect day. I got like a car ride with Oscar and JJ, and we got to discuss certain things. And we had the boat ride with the dolphins. We had the swimming. We had the beach walk. We had the
Dinner.
The food, yes. And I was saying,
And a
you know,
movie.
like, oh, like a steak barbecue will be amazing for me again.
Got one.
And she likes Star Wars.
And
And she got to watch Star Wars at the end. Star Trek. Star Trek.
Star Trek together.
Star Trek.
Star Trek, yes.
And then she
Because
said,
there's a new one, obviously, so I even got a new Star Trek.
and then she said, I felt like I was on a week-long vacation.
In one day.
So that was my complete satisfaction, and I'm stretching it out.
Absolutely.
So that's great. So let's go around.
My satisfaction is just being here with amongst amazing individuals and seeing the people online as well. Hi, guys.
Thank you, JJ and
Thank
Oscar.
you.
It's just been a very satisfying time, actually, because this mantra has been so bringing me back. If I come off, I realize, and I've got satisfaction is where it all starts. So I can get satisfaction, and I am satisfaction. And even the Rolling Stones song, you know, I can't get no it came drifting in one day as I was on the road.
I sure got some satisfaction.
Yeah,
And then you
so-
got
tell you about
exactly. So I
Change the words.
exactly. So I turned it into an affirmative. Yeah, I got your satisfaction. So I've had a lot of really beautiful experiences, and feel very, very blessed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a fun experience.
And it's nice to share. I feel very satisfied to share this moment with you all.
We'll have some satisfying music right
Yeah.
after this one.
Okay, Skyler, what's satisfying you this week?
Well,
Go first,
actually, interesting that after the meeting, all week I was saying, you know, if I get any negative feeling, I just say, I'm satisfied, and it just gets better. And you know what, in the week, I kind of forgot. So that's why those meetings are so good. Because they keep reminding me, oh, yeah, satisfaction, yes.
Okay, well, it's the whole month of satisfaction, so you have 2 more weeks.
Susan, satisfaction? I know many more of one satisfaction for you. Many more what? Satisfaction for you, but you share one of your satisfactions of the last week. When were you satisfied? This feeling of satisfaction.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it right. I don't know, just I guess some peace, just having some peace at home, working on some things, you know.
But remember, you texted me like when you took a bath.
Oh, she told me about 40-minute baths in Himalayan salt. And I did one of
Like
those.
just Epsom salt and whatever, and then you added
Okay,
green chili some hydrogen peroxide, and she felt so clean.
I found like a gallon of it. Yeah. I used to clean with that stuff.
Right.
And it's
And I know you
like,
guys so happy about
how do
cleaning
you
that.
keep your house like that?
She's like, oh, I can use it for everything. I can clean with it. I can wash myself with it. I can use it like this.
Well,
Wash
I
myself.
just had a good grade hydroperoxide.
Yeah, I'm into cleaning.
Yeah. Wonderful.
So she was doing so. This satisfaction, I remember. So okay, Jacek, your satisfaction.
Oh, yes.
The last 2 weeks, what's satisfying?
I have satisfaction every day. It's actually what's happening to me. It's opposite to what's happening to everybody else. Everybody had to work sitting doing nothing, and I'm like, cannot keep up with work that I have.
I only know
Yes.
those people. I don't
So
know. I have
it's
no
really-
idea where the rest.
the only
So,
thing
so is the money flowing in?
they are, but
Yay.
it's a cost of not going to be home.
Do you need some help? We have some people not employed. They can help you.
That's absolutely doesn't. If I have someone, I work twice as slower.
Never mind.
Like an anchor.
But yeah, there's a satisfaction, but there's also the price to pay. So you can work or you can be home, one or the other. Trying to find a happy medium.
Yeah, good.
Okay, Oscar.
Oscar?
I'll go next later.
Okay, Donna.
Donna.
Well, I am satisfied with all the connections that I made over Easter weekend with my old friends that I hadn't heard from in a while.
Wow.
That's so fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Did you do Zoom or Skype or?
We were texting and we were on the computer both. Yeah.
Christine?
Satisfaction. Just there's a lot of things that have happened. You know, I wanted to give back, and several people. I went into a Publix I never go into, but I stopped in to get some orange juice for a friend that refused to go near people.
Yeah.
And she's Joe Dispenza everything, which is interesting.
Uh-huh.
So the cashier was mentioning that, you know, she wasn't comfortable with the mask, and I'm like, oh, I've got material, and I said, let's go home and make one. So I actually went home, made her one, and then some more people. So it's kind of, I wanted to give back a little bit, and so people have been making these masks, and I happen to have 2 boxes of scraps of material I had no use for, and I'm making masks, and so. Yeah, and you know, and I'm getting things cleaned in the house, and so it's just it's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
It's
busy.
it's the busiest season ever.
I'm busier than ever.
Yeah, I keep saying, well, gee, you know, people are home with nothing to do. I mean, I don't have enough hours in the day.
That's
And
right.
it's so funny. You receive all these emails telling you that everyone is bored at home, and I'm like, where are these people?
Yeah.
Delete.
Yeah. So yeah, and connecting with a lot of friends. I was talking to all my neighbors. My one neighbor in North Carolina actually answered the phone. I'm like, really? You answered the phone? So
Because she's home.
I guess.
Stacy.
I have to say some of those same things. I'm satisfied with the time. Believe it or not, that this has afforded me with my children, because they go off to college, and it's always a rush, and they're just home, and there's just time. It's just nice to have my kids back for a little bit. Yeah.
I share that.
Yeah, and then just time, like you said, like to do other things. I'm like, oh, I didn't know my coffee pot needed so much attention. I bought this little cleaning kit at Walmart, and I'm like, all these years I've neglected this coffee pot.
My husband's in there. It's weird.
Yeah.
His coffee mugs like this.
Yeah, exactly. Who knew, right? It's just time to do things that you're always kind of in your head, and it's like, it's just nice to slow it down.
And it makes you think, as a collective group here, a collective consciousness in the bigger group, have we ever, any of us individually said, oh, I'd like to have a little more time at home, or Christmas could last a whole week, or Easter, it'd be nice to have, you know, things closed for longer so we could stay home a little more. And if that thought has come across your mind once in this lifetime, 2 times, think of how many of us have had that thought, and now it's turned into, in a good way, part of a reality. And we are satisfied with these thoughts that we have that turn into things, and this is something that we all have called on. So let's all enjoy it, because at one point we all wanted a snow day. We all wished a day off work. We all wished for a rainy day, or time off, or extra weekend. And so we're part of that collective consciousness that created this time-space reality that we're in right now.
Okay, let's hear from everyone online. Maureen.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry, I had myself muted.
So Maureen, what is your satisfaction?
So my dissatisfaction this week is we had a severe plumbing issue get fixed late in the evening, and we actually got a plumber out to the house at 8 o'clock at night, which typically never happens. And now I finally am getting my parents on the mission to clear their house out. So I am satisfied with the fact that we have literally started to put a dent into it and started pulling things off shelves and saying, okay, keep and get rid of. And now we just have to put them in the car and take them to, you know, Salvation Army and spread the love to other people that need things. So
Great.
Yeah, my parents are hoarders. I love them, but you know. So it's
be a lot of blessing to spread around, right?
Yes, we have a lot of blessings to spread around, and so that's the goal this year, is to spread all that love to other people that really need it.
We all are here seconding it.
Yes, second. Okay, Marianne, what is your satisfaction?
Marianne?
She's probably muted.
Let me unmute you, Marianne.
Oh, and it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay, hi everyone. Miss you guys. So,
working.
yeah, working. Thank you, God, because I know there's a lot of people in the country that want to be working that aren't. You know, so I just wanted to go back to a couple things that I'm satisfied with. Just the way that life is today, completely satisfied. And I feel really blessed to say that. So that's number one. And then 2 miracles that I want to share with you.
Yes, please.
So everybody in the world is basically stopping, right? The last 3 weeks. I am in luxury jewelry sales, which we all know is not essential at all, okay? And I've had great sales. I mean, it's been crazy ridiculous. Like, the owner of the company like reached out to me today because it was like that remarkable. So go God go, you know. And then the second thing is I have had I was on my house property. I wanted to get the trees repaired, you know, cut back and things like that because they were really overgrown. And so last year I had 3 different companies come out and look at them, and I got 3 different estimates, and they were like, you know, it was between $2,000 and $3,000. And I thought, oh, I really don't want to spend that on cutting my trees. So I happened to see a guy in the neighborhood. I walk my dog regularly, and I happened to see a guy in the neighborhood working on somebody's house. And then the next week I saw him cutting somebody's trees. And I thought, oh gosh, I should ask him. And one day I had that thought. I'm driving by his house and he's outside. So I pulled in and I was like, hey, you know, you do work in the neighborhood or something? Like, and he was like, oh yeah, I do all sorts of stuff. I said, how about cutting trees and like painting and all that stuff? He's like, yeah. I had my trees cut and trimmed back for $250. It was like,
that passes name around.
We whatever.
I mean, and he did such a great job.
What's his name, Marianne?
Tim Kane. And I'll give you his number. I'll pass his information along. He's such a good handyman. I mean, he's great. Great.
Susan knows him. Okay, good. Thank you. Yes, Tim Kane.
Somebody knows him?
She wants to
Susan.
from you, Susan.
Oh no, I thought that was my neighbor that was there.
Yeah.
Small world. She knows who I am. She comes and talks to me. I was tell her I'm the girl that was selling her house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live behind her.
We just received like 2 more here. So what we're doing, we're sharing satisfaction stories, and I know you 2 have a really.
Oh, you are satisfied.
You guys have magic.
In the last 2 weeks.
Well, we have magic.
Yeah, we have magic. We made everything.
Oh,
So share it.
So, okay, so this is how it started. So, I know JJ for like, 4 years ago we met. And
some fundraiser.
Yeah, some fundraiser, and we just clicked, we started dancing, and then we never like saw each other again. And a mutual friend of ours, met with us about a month ago, and we were talking to her about how we've been working on this bakery project, and it's taking so long, and it just seemed like it has stalled, and I don't see it moving. And I feel like so attached to it. What do I do? I'm going crazy. This is like driving me nuts, and it's taking us like, oh my God, let's meet with a friend of ours. We go to this cafe, and then I see JJ there, and I'm like, I know you. And then, she's like, oh my God, it's you, and let's do something together. Let's see how we're going to make this work. We're going to help you. One thing leads to another, and she invited me to this group. She's like, you have to learn how to act.
Yeah.
And we showed up at the group. It was a Tuesday, just like this. And I'm putting my request of what I'm asking for.
On the piece of paper.
Carissa was saying something.
Yeah, she's like, no, you do not need. You desire, or it's mine already. You have to, ask like if you own it already. And then I said, okay. So I met with Sylvie about 2 days later on a Thursday, and I talked to her and I said, Sylvie, I've been through a lot of hardship growing up. I don't know how to ask. Which for me, that was a big, huge change because I never asked for help. Like I'm the person that I'll figure it out on my own because that's how it has always been. So I became very vulnerable and I went to Sylvie and I said, I need your help. I need to speak like you. I need to ask for what I want, but in a language where it's not lacking. I speak out of lacking, and that's what's stopping everything that I'm dreaming about. I'm not even kidding and I'm not exaggerating. The next day, we receive a call, and we're in this dinner with this lady, and she's talking about how she, because of what's happening with the coronavirus, she has to let go of her employees. It's a restaurant in a hotel. And she's like, I don't know what to do. How can I, I cannot let them go. I need to bring something that I can, keep them busy with. Then Yannick says, well, we've been working on a bakery, and baked goods are usually very good during this time because the process of cooking and making it from scratch is safer than buying food in the restaurant. She's like, well, what do we have to do to make it happen? And we're like, well, we need some equipment, and obviously we need the funding to be able to do this. We don't have the funding. She goes, well, how fast can you do it? And I'm like, well, 2 months. She goes, no, like, how fast can you do it? And I'm like, what does that mean? She goes, like, can you do 2 weeks? I looked at Yannick and I was like, can we do 2 weeks? She goes, yes, we'll pull it off. We'll find a way to make it happen. Let's say yes, and then we work with it. Not even kidding. We opened the bakery last Wednesday, and people have been going crazy over this bakery. And it's a perfect location.
Let me add 2 things to this whole thing. So when we were sitting together, like Anna shared with me that her vision is that it's supposed to look like a favorite bakery was in France, and we took pictures.
Oh, La Tourette.
La Tourette, yes.
Like a French baker.
And she said this place looks exactly like
Beautiful.
the pictures.
Downtown Naples. She's downtown Naples.
Yeah. So every detail she asked for, we were sitting there, we were filling out the daily asking journal, the last page, we did everything in detail. I'm just telling you, a day later it came.
Hotel Escalante.
So and the second thing, her VIP party is on May 15th, was it?
We said 17th, right? We said this whole coronavirus gonna go away.
Yeah, we set a date already. I have it in my calendar.
There's a party?
Yeah, there's a party.
We're gonna do a baking party.
I'm there.
I'm just telling you, I have the 15th here. It's Friday.
Everybody write it down. It's 15. We're going to be there.
6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a Miracle Group VIP party.
Yes.
May 17th.
And May 15th.
May 15th. Dramatic Croissants.
And she will give me all the information. And I will send out an email to everyone to remind everyone that we are meeting on May 15th, 6 to 8 p.m. I put it in my calendar the very day we met. Because the coronavirus is gone.
Done.
We meet there. It doesn't matter. Whatever is the circumstance, we meet there. So that is
I don't know if I got this wrong.
That's awesome.
Yay! Love it. Okay, so
Can I share something?
absolutely.
Yes, you can.
I mean, and this is very important. Like when you talk to other people that are non-believers, they're like, "Oh, you guys are crazy. You're delusional and all that stuff." And what I saw coming here the first time, I'm very observant.
How do you get the volume higher?
Like the words that are chosen to speak. And as I was sitting here and I'm taking what I want, oh my God, and I felt guilty. And Carissa, she goes, I'm begging, like I felt like I'm begging for something in my asking. And she goes, no, don't be afraid. Say it. You want prosperity, abundance. You want money. Ask for it. Don't be afraid of asking for the money. Be honest with yourself. So that was a big change, and I don't think I would have done it if it wasn't because of the group, because I saw how everyone was on the same page, understanding that, love for money and understanding the power of it and what you can do with it, the good you can do with it. Now it takes the value out of to prosperity and servicing others.
Yeah.
And I have to thank you guys for that because I grew up feeling guilty for wanting more. So that's what I asked Sylvie to help me get rid of.
And that's an illusion.
It is an illusion.
Right. So the idea is we're here to set down our illusions and take those illusions and put a better sound belief in the abundant world that we came, in the abundant life that we all came here in agreement with divine greatness to live. And so making lists is wonderful of what we're choosing to set down and what we're choosing to be satisfied with. And as we continue with more satisfaction, it's amazing how the beliefs and certain things will just fall away. The illusions will all crumble and fall away. And at that point, I will mention too, when you came, we have a social network of all positive people, and it's called Million True Millionaires. Currently, there's 80 members there. Any of the people who would like to join, it's a very special group. It is my 2000. I made a deal with God, and my deal with God is I'll take the first 2,000 people that He puts in front of me, and we have about 400 that we took prayers to the Wailing Wall and put everybody's prayers there. So if you are yet to desire to be part of the 200 prayer list, that's what I felt in my heart I could handle for the rest of my life. And to constantly, just like your story, coming in and being part of that flock or that fold of this 2,000 total. So it started out, or we started with the 200, 300, 400 that I went with Israel and took the prayers around the whole world. We planted the miracle stones, all the crystals, silky quartz crystals, and sharing and being personal. So that's what I said to God years ago. I said, I can take 2,000. And those 2,000 will be what my little energy scatter in this world will be. So that's my desire. That is my dream that's coming forth right now into reality. It came out in September. The network came together. It's international. There's 80 members so far that are part of MTM, and all, if you got any joy out of any of my teaching with Sylvie, all that's the platform it's going to come to you. The cost of it is so affordable, $225 for an entire year. It's askings. We're seconding those askings. Sylvie are on there all the time, seconding and dreaming, just like here we're in person sharing them. You can type them in and you have somebody that is part of this group with you. So it's Sylvie, myself, my nieces, Skydra's in the network, Donna's in the network, JJ, Oscar. So it's just something to, my dream was to make all this teaching that we're getting together here. I spent, and I know that you spent thousands of dollars on trainings, whether you're taking Theta Healing, and all this is made available. Anthony Robbins, I've taken all his training classes, thousands. We're talking, $10,000 for some of those trainings.
We typed the address in the chat box if you want to check that out again.
Yeah.
That's the logo.
Yeah. So I
just
trust that so that you
and
do
we
have
have
a
every Monday, 12:30. So it's like lunch and learn.
Yep, we have a mentoring session.
We have a mentoring session, 1 hour, and it's usually members mentor members. So right now we mentor once a month. Next Monday will be on. So this past Monday we did Connect to the Light. This Monday now it's Writers Forum. So everyone who ever wrote a book or wishes to write a book gets together and we share our expertise. So I will tell you all about what my experience was with Create Space, which is now KDP Publishing on Amazon. So I can tell you all about that. Brian is doing another round and he's like adding Kickstarter to it. So all these little tidbits of, for example, how we found our editor, how we found our formatter. So this Monday it's all about that, and we come up with certain topics all the time, and it's all recorded and it's all in the library. So there's a huge library growing right now. And if you wish to teach one Monday, we are absolutely open. Every topic is welcome because we all learn from each other. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So we had energy work with
self-belief. We did spoon bending. There's a whole workshop where we.
When is that?
It's on the library.
It's on the library.
Yeah, it's on the library.
We can do it again. We can do it again on our.
Yeah. So I wish teaching all kinds of things.
Let's go up. We are still with the satisfaction here. Okay. So who's the Kathy?
Yes.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
So we wish to hear. Yeah, we hear you fine. So remind me, did we see you before in a miracle group, or are you Oscar's friend?
Actually, because of Oscar, I was supposed to be to your first miracle meeting, but unfortunately, I had to leave suddenly because of the coronavirus and head back to Canada. And I was supposed to be at JJ's for the meeting, so now I'm remotely kind of connecting with you
Amazing.
guys.
We have Canada in the house.
She's the one.
She's the one.
She's Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
That's
Love.
a fun thing for everyone.
That's just true love. It's just love.
Everyone knows everyone already. So Kathy, can you do me a favor, please? Like usually when you are here physically, you receive like a welcome kit from me with a pen and some paper and some information. I wish to send you this information, also the Miracle Group invite every time. So please write your name and your email and your phone number in the chat box. This way I can put you on my list and also send you an email with all the information.
And thank you for the employees and the place. Is she the one? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No, she's the one that I met because they were gonna get together, both of them.
So that's when she met. We decided to help them.
Yeah.
We decided we met with
Also,
Kathy
the two of
and
you
decided to help them help themselves,
So,
and it just exploded.
Excellent,
So
excellent.
we put the blockage. That's what they did. They
Yeah.
kind of like,
They brought the confidence and the victory back in the
You know,
room.
they always say
They brought the victory back in the room.
it takes a village. So this is our village.
This is
now.
our village. This is
That's
our
right.
village. I love it.
Yeah.
You guys are in a nice warm village. I'm in Canada. It's chilly.
Yeah, we have short sleeves on.
So share your satisfaction, Kathy.
Okay, so I'll send that information to you. Thank you so much.
But share your satisfaction. What are you?
Oh, my satisfaction.
Yeah.
My satisfaction. I think just in life, you know, I was blessed to been able to move down to Naples 10 years ago and meeting all my wonderful friends. Some of them are there, and now I'm going to have some more new friends. You know, I'm pretty satisfied with life generally. Like I never get down. Like, and I met JJ in church one day, and it's a funny story. I went to Unity with an old friend of mine that I would like everybody to say a prayer for. JJ knows who he is. He's an older gentleman, Ray, and he's 93. And I went to Unity Church and I sat beside him. We've been friends now for over 4 years. And when you go to Unity, the first time they kind of ask everybody to stand up and say, and say if you're new, and then they give you a flower. But this day they gave you a Hawaiian lei. And I was walking into the bookstore that they have there, and there's JJ walking in with an lei. And I said, oh my God, Jay, I said, hi, you must have got laid in church today too. And we started laughing, and we became friends ever since then.
Oh, you called them now? Yeah.
I have the phone number.
Yeah, all right.
So.
It's your first time.
All right. Okay.
Anyway,
Good.
Keep going.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I couldn't see you there for a bit. So that's how JJ and I met. And now this gentleman's going in for a heart valve surgery. So all I'm asking for is if everybody could say a prayer for him, that he's going to be okay tomorrow. And I don't know, I'm pretty just satisfied with everything.
He's okay tomorrow.
So let's just edit those words, that he comes out in perfect health and that he is in perfect health now and forevermore, and he receives his healing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Moment. Okay, so the word okay can be improved. And that's what we do here, is we help each other understand that declaring your perfect health and calling it forth is what we're doing.
Okay.
All right. So average is average. Changing your lives in 1-2 weeks is a different story. Yeah. So our words are here to match our calling forth in greatness. So he's absolutely perfect health, and God has a stand over him and the doctors and everybody else that's involved in his memory of his health and removing himself from whatever illusion is less than his.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing. So who else have I have Sue. I see Sue also sitting in North Carolina. Let me see if I have to unmute her. Oh yeah, yes, unmute.
Oh, I see Susie. There she is.
Sylvie,
What can I do?
She is on a lake. She's on seven leagues or seven. Yeah.
I
She's got a
tried to
beautiful lake
unmute
home.
her. It's just not taking.
Sue Keenan's in the corner of it. Sue Keenan.
I clicked that, like Sue is right there, and it's like I clicked on unmute.
I look over Lake Chatu.
Oh, Lake Chicxulub. Okay, she'll have to. It's like 7 lakes or something like that.
Okay, so you're muted.
Okay.
What?
Satisfaction, darling.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yes, now we hear you.
Okay, I didn't know. Mute, unmute. I can't tell the difference. Now it's. I guess I was the opposite. I'm very satisfied. I'm perfectly happy.
Great. Thank you. And you've been practicing it the longest, like a month.
I think about 20 years I've been practicing. So I'm in my house in North Carolina. I've cleaned out the whole thing because I've had plenty of time to do it. I've got a whole closet full of stuff, and as soon as something opens up, I'm just taking it all out of there and giving it away to whoever needs it. So it's good to see everybody.
What's the lake you live on again? There's another fellow North Carolina person here. What lake is it?
What lake do you live on?
I live on Lake Auman, A-U-W-M-A-N, or A-U-M-A-N, I should say. It's a beautiful lake. It takes an hour and a half to drive around it in a pontoon boat, and I've lived here 20 years. I used to live in Naples, but now I just come there for 3 months. So I've known Carissa from day one, right?
Yes, we've created.
Can you hear me?
A whole book just on Sue's miracles.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been
a wonderful miracle, or thank you, whatever you want to call it. My son-in-law that lives in Bradenton and my daughter are in a food directors with other people of a food bank from their church, and they got enough food and got about 400 cars they served, and they had to turn back 200 cars. This week they're starting to collect more food, and I'm very proud of them. Their children, my son-in-law is in the food business. He used to be an engineer, but now he's in the food business. So he's selling pizzas left and right. So it's all good. And it's funny here.
That's great.
So I don't know what else to say. But I've enjoyed hearing all the stories, and I see everybody. Looks.
Well, that's also my satisfaction for this week that we have now.
Yeah, we have a Zoom meeting.
What?
Because I was asking for so many of us started asking 2 years ago. So
I can't hear you that well. I can't hear you that well.
Can we do that online? So then last time we tried the Facebook Live, and Oscar helped me today that we could do Facebook Live now. However, the Zoom is so much nicer.
I can't hear you that well for some reason. I don't know why. And why does this keep saying iPhone?
Well, because someone is on there with iPhone, and we wish to hear from iPhone now with a satisfaction. Who's on iPhone? Who's on iPhone?
Yeah.
So whoever didn't share yet, please share now.
Okay.
Anyone else online with us want to share?
Yep, this is Debbie. I don't think. Hi, everybody.
Where is she?
You're online.
I don't know how. I can see you all, but you can't see me, right?
I can't see you.
Right. I don't.
Debbie.
Hi. I
can't see you.
I don't know how to do it, but. Anyways, I do want to share that I am satisfied with my new choice of exercise during this time. And I borrowed my sister's bike, and I've been doing that, something I haven't done in years. So I've been doing some and it's fun.
We're each each needing to find our favorite source of exercise at home.
Yeah, so it's something new and fun for me. Thank you.
And I saw your beautiful pictures of the artwork, the stones.
Oh my gosh, she's an artist.
Oh, thank you. I'm having a lot of fun.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to hear your voice. It's
So, and I think
Oh, good.
And Debbie, one more thing is we're gonna do a master class Thursday, if you wanna, because I know you took the other master.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, I'll talk to you about that.
Following Thursday on the 23rd, and I will send out an invitation. We will also do it via Zoom. It's again the $20 class, and I will send
Those
everyone
are
the
the advanced
password.
classes, anybody interested?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And the topic also will be satisfaction. So we
So
go
we'll take it
even
further.
deeper into satisfaction because it's
Yeah.
so important. So we do a whole hour class just satisfaction.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's basically a listen to class and a little exercise at the end, but it's basically us talking the whole
I'm
time.
gonna do the lecture on Saturday.
And then we will do it online. So it's the first time for us to do that. Hey Rachel, I saw that Rachel was on.
I can hear you.
Rachel?
Whoops.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm
Something
similar to
happened.
the process of getting lots of stuff done. The bathroom was the big thing this past week, and so I also listened to the medical group recording from the last session. So,
Rachel?
Rachel, talk louder.
let me see if this helps. I'm using the microphone off of my laptop.
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. So like everyone, I've been busy. I've been cleaning, and gave me an opportunity to listen to the recording from the previous meeting while I was cleaning. I'd be cleaning, and then I'd stop and make notes, and I'd go back to cleaning and stop and make notes. So I'm very satisfied with my bathroom.
So clean.
And my garage is filling up with stuff that's going to be donated. As soon as donation centers open up, they are going to be so overwhelmed with everyone doing their cleaning.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I can buy your garage before.
Yeah.
Because I have this beautiful mirror.
And I'd kind of forgotten to use the word satisfied, so I made myself a note that I will put up.
Thank you.
That I will see it.
Okay, now that everyone is so
That's it.
satisfied, let's listen to James Stephen.
All right.
Intermission. Anybody has to take a bathroom break?
I'm going to play three pieces that are very satisfying.
Thank you.
I think Amazing Grace is very satisfying. And here I'm back with you. Got to follow the teleprompter guy. So we're going to play Amazing Grace, and then I'll play What a Wonderful World.
Yes.
And then a lighthearted Irish reel for you. So here you go.
I can't get this thing straightened. Hey. Uh-oh, what happened?
Tall as your shoulder.
Yes.
Yes.
And he can play right here in front of us when the miracle group meeting, when you couldn't lift anything.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you that you now can lift that violin and play it again. Yeah, that was.
And 10 pounds repeatedly.
Yes.
Yes.
That is such a miracle.
Yes.
Were you there that night?
I was there when you had the issues with your shoulder. I remember how bad it was.
Yeah.
And it
That's
was
great.
miraculously
Healed.
Right. Because Jesus healed everything 2,000 years ago.
And
on
we
the
have to
cross
call
with his
forth that
stripes.
healing that was already. It is always done already. So that, yes, so just praying for that beautiful shoulder.
Yes, that's great.
So great to put that. All right, all
Okay,
right.
let's go to our focus wheel.
Let's focus wheel workbook.
Focus wheel.
And this,
Focus wheel.
this evening is in light and in honor of Donna. And the focus wheel that we're going to work on is I am worthy of God's love.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. And we are going to do a special thing. We're going to fill out the I am worthy, and then we're going to imprint it on all 4 levels. So if you're listening, this is a really big treat. So these, so great. We're going to use Theta Healing and we're going to imprint all these great beliefs, and we'll take everybody else's beliefs that that we can for we're worthy of God's love, and we're going to imprint on all 4 levels. So we're going to remove any illusion.
So you have
so
2.
This is really great for you too.
So 2
now I am
options
worthy.
now, before we get started, 2 options. We have the new workbook, the focus wheel workbook here. So if you're here and you wish to have the workbook and fill it in right here, it's $15. It's on page, like where it says a 5. It's with a 5. That is the one we are doing right now. So, and for everyone else, just
In the
draw
connected
a
light, you have one.
circle.
You have blank one in the connected light?
Yeah, and connect to the light. There is a blank focus wheel on page, Jacek?
225.
225. So in the connect to the light, whoever has a book, connect to the light. Page 225, there's an empty focus wheel. Otherwise, take a piece of paper, draw a circle in the middle.
Sunshine.
Draw the sun, circle in the middle, and in the middle be right. I am worthy of God's love. And then do some spikes. We have 12 here. We can have as many as possible.
Oh, thank you.
Let's show this again, Oscar. This is what it looks like now on an organized professional basis when Sylvie got her hands on it.
All right.
So that is also online. Whoever wishes to have that, I can send you the link. Or when you see me next time, I know a lot of you bought the Connect to the Light
What's the page number?
and receives a new
What
one.
was the page number again?
225.
225. You want a pen?
This book or the?
In the
So,
other.
225 in this
Right,
book.
if
It's
you
in
bought,
both.
it's
If
in
you have the
There
workbook,
is
do it
no
in the workbook.
425.
No, you're
No.
number 5.
So in this
Oh,
one, in this
right.
one it would be 225.
Oh,
You want
right.
blank.
And
So
that
if you
would be the
take this
blank
one.
one.
So So you take this one with the pipe, but take like the empty one. Some pages ahead, just
There's empty ones.
In fact, in the back.
Yeah, in the back. Then you have them all in one place.
so that's
Okay.
over 50, and when there's the number 5 on the bottom, just the number 5. It's earlier, just one
Right.
front. Just
Okay.
front.
We're done to show her where you are.
I know, it's up page 5.
Perfect, that's what we
Right
want.
there.
So by the
Well,
time.
you want that blank one, though, not page 5, number 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, number 5.
Yeah. So basically, I have the example in the front. That's where we're first.
Okay.
And now we can just.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's what I was looking
Yeah,
for.
so we want the blank. All right, so I'm just gonna explain. This conscious us in this room right now can say we understand intellectually I am worthy of God's love. And then there's layers within us. We've got the subconscious and we've got the superconscious. The superconscious is God's love, and it's imprinted in every cell of us. The idea, though, is if there's been beliefs that have been hampered with or illusions that have been accepted, we have the opportunity, literally in one sitting, to abolish the illusion and re-imprint the greatness. And that's what we're going to embark on together here tonight. And when we leave here, all of us will understand on all levels, our historic level, all of our ancestors that influence us as they trickle down the sand on us at night, the vibrational fields. Our own heart has its own vibrational field. It's so powerful. Our mind has a vibrational field, and it takes us all over the place. Our words have a vibrational field, and that's why I'll speak forth the proper words, as some people are still training themselves up. And we'll re-imprint, removing the illusion and making sure we are worthy of God's love. And it's so simple because it's things we can believe right here on the conscious level of us sitting here, and on the subconscious level, and the superconscious is all the pom-poms cheering us on right now. Because we came down here to take that greatness and do great things with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to churches, and sometimes they say you're a sinner, saved by grace, instead of just saying you are totally saved by grace. It's in every molecule of your body. Or we've heard you're not worthy from humans, from places. You're a B student versus an A student. We might have heard these kinds of things. Your voice isn't as pretty as somebody else's. Your looks aren't as good as, we've heard all kinds of illusions. And then at times we've agreed on those illusions. Our health should go downhill temporarily. We've agreed on some strange illusions. And so for this very moment, we're going to show you the exercise in real time. This book is full of over 50 exercises to take this exact belief, different beliefs, and make sure that you've got them all positive. So we'll start. What can anybody believe? The idea is we gave our suggestions there, though the spokes are blank, so everybody can fill them in according to what lays on your heart as a truth that you can grab onto. And I always say the first thing is everybody in this room has been educated. So we can read and write. And as long as we can read and write and speak words, that gives us I'm going to say, a boost up already. Education. We all speak English. That is a universal language. That's a boost up. So just these things are ways you're saying, wait, can I get into this? Can I believe I can do more? So I'm worthy of God's love. Who wants to start? And let's go around the room and add something that you can believe right now in your own heart. Anything you can believe. Go ahead, James. What can you believe?
I believe I'm being constantly blessed by God.
Okay, so take one of your little spokes and write, I am constantly blessed by God. I am satisfied is the spoke that I had. Every day I find things I can be satisfied with. That's why I know that I'm worthy of God's love, because He gives me an opportunity to sit back and be satisfied. And what a great hour we had together sharing it with satisfaction. I am satisfied. It's just so beautiful. Sylvie, what can you believe about you're worthy of God's love?
Okay, all of my beliefs you see on the next page. I'm a child of God, He's my Father. But the extra thing I wrote down just now is I am in the vortex and I am receiving. Because we talked about it before, like when Teresa and I met before the meeting, we were looking at our beautiful logo again, the swirl, and how many layers the swirl had, like from 2017 when we came up with it until now. It just every year, every moment, it's just another layer of the swirl that comes for us. And then today it was like the satisfaction of it is a vortex. It's a triple in the water. It started with the water. Water carries messages. So when you throw something,
and
then
that's
it comes
Dr.
out.
Emoto showing us the beautiful crystalline structures of water.
So then it's also the circle of receiving and giving. So when you give, you receive, and you receive, you're also able to give, and it's all through you. So we're talking about all of this receiving. So that's why I wrote down, I'm in the vortex already. I explain again what you explained to me. Vortex.
Yeah, so the logo of everything about Receive Joy is all downloaded. It's all absolutely, there's only one title to the book. God says that's what's going to be written. That's the content. This is the title. This is the picture. And the logo, as you see on the front cover, came, and then I was in a hypnotherapy session, and he showed me what this meant, because he said, okay, draw that and put that there. And I said, great, looks nice. I kind of like the water. You drop a pebble in, and it gets to every bit of the pond. And so he showed me that Jesus, and it's Easter, so I'm going to share that, is the very, like a vinyl record, and there's a hole right in the middle. And it's as if you put the key in that hole, and all of a sudden, you know, the lights go on. Jesus, that the idea of Jesus's grace through the act of completion, we'll call it crucifixion, completion. And when that peg of the cross, quote unquote, the idea of the completion happened in that moment, the whole vortex, the entire spin changed everything. And we got rid of any of this less than illusion, and the worthiness, the grace, took us as an airplane that was taxing on the gravity and turned it into the law of lift. And in that very moment, grace was infused in every single cell and atom of our bodies, of everything. And grace supersedes any tit for tat, golden rule, what do unto others as you have done unto you. It supersedes karma, boomerang, what goes out and comes in. And it actually, that law of lift brings a brand new dimension and an ability to tap into the perfection and the grace and the abundance of every moment. And it's now. That's it. Can I have that, those employees now? You know, you can take over my space now and have this, just like you saw. It was now, immediate. And when we answer, as you did so graciously, yes, we'll find the way. And it's not, this is interesting. The word find the way, and I know it's a saying, and I'm going to change and alter that saying a little bit. I am the way. That's what Jesus said. The way comes through you. So it isn't that we go find a way, or we have to knock and tap into anything. Things are happening through us. The illusion is they're happening to us.
So now you understand everything in the Bible when Jesus says something. If you look at it from this broader picture, when he said, I am the light, I am the way.
It was happening through
exactly
him. Grace was coming through
you can
him.
do the same things and greater, and you are the child of God, and you can do the same things. And this is like, it's such an explanation behind why are you the same? Why can you do the same things? Because I am the way, I am the light. So us can say that.
Yes.
Exactly the same, so we can go through the Bible and read it as if we say.
And the great verse I love is, and you shall do greater works than I ever did. A bakery in 2 weeks, psh, easy.
Voila.
Yeah.
Voila.
Greater works than I ever did, and he raised the dead. We have to remember this.
And the
blind
other
eyes
words-
saw, and people were healed instantly. Yeah.
The other words that came up in our little discussion before, and I love this, so I wrote it down. The vibrational flow.
Yes.
So you use the word vibrational flow.
Flow. So
and it's like a funnel, and we are a movement. So can you like
yeah. So when I was downloading God speaking to me and the Holy Spirit, a lot of times we think that if we ever listen to Abraham Hicks, we think that this is my mind was thinking of a vortex being like a tornado, kind of up and down. And God changed that and said, wait, it's long. It's as if a child's going through along the ground, and you're just crawling through this beautiful tunnel, or floating through this beautiful tunnel that's just taking you into the light. And we know that once, like if there was a big vacuum cleaner at the end of it, you're just being vacuumed there. It's just happening. There's zero desire for muscles or strength, or I can do this, or speaking to yourself, of talking yourself into it. You're just gently being flown right to the greatness, right to that middle of that vibrational, let's call it a record on a record player with Jesus in the middle. It's just happening.
True, in the middle, like what's like really sucking us in. It's like they say it's God on the throne. There. So it's a righteousness, it's a holiness.
Yeah, it's already
the
there.
It's
and
the perfection.
It's already calling on us. Yes. So these beliefs that we're imprinting make it so simple to say, all you have to do is float. So how do you float? You float as you say, I'm here alone with you, God, versus what the neighbors are thinking, or the doctors are telling you, or the friends, or the family members, or the church, or the state, or the government, or the television, or the. And when we understand it's us, when we're in that vortex, that role, you are there alone with your inner being that knows everything and is perfect and has your best interest totally done already.
And you have the all-knowing, you have the nudges, and always
urges,
imagine
the wonders.
Imagine yourself, like on a lazy river when you sit in the
inner tube,
floats, the tubes, and then the rubber things.
Inner tube.
Yeah, and then you just go down, and then you see everyone has fun in a different way, and this is what life is. It's so much variety. Yes, we can go to it in different places and paces. So some people go down, like even like when you have like the excursions, when you like the truck gives you at one place of the river, and you go in, and then it calls you at the end of the river, like at a certain time. They say, okay, we all meet there, I will pick you up, and everyone is there. So if you imagine that as life, so everyone get in the same place, and they all come out at the same place. So you get in, and then you see what everyone else is doing. Some people are sitting in their raft, and they're doing like forward, forward, forward. I want to come out there, and then they wait there for the pickup. Other people are like swimming backwards. It's like, okay. Or like some people are there with a beer in their hand, laughing, and others are bumping into other people while going down there, or like tip it over, like, or you tip yourself over sometimes. So there's so many different ways, and then some people just look at the water in front of them, or at their little float, and just sit there and enjoy, their right and left. It's also beautiful scenery. There's like this fauna and like this wildlife that's going on there, the trees, and the sun is shining. So are you actually like, how do you go on your float? Like, ask yourself this question when you go through life. That's the same thing.
Are you slowing down enough to be satisfied and calling forth inward out of your mouth your satisfaction, so the universe can keep track with you and say, all right, ready for more. They declared their satisfaction in this. And remember, it's between you and your creator. And the moment we leave they, she, he, it out, then we can be with the light of God right above us, shining right through us. And that's the miracles. So please leave all the they, she, he, it's out. The pivoting point of your life is when you own it all. If you want different grass, go plant it yourself. Or hire somebody privately to do your greatness. The idea is if we're involving others, right, we're also involving all of our past illusions of greatness and possibly disappointment.
So owning your life, take full responsibility of your own float, right? And yes, there are some rocks.
You bake all your cookies.
There are some rocks in the water, and you can really think, like you want to like go right ahead into this rock and sit there for a while and wonder why it's not going forward. Or are you like actually going around them, or is it like for you that you have a rock coming up? So really take this analogy into your daily life and then and going down that river.
Okay, all right, JJ. About are worthy of God's love.
Abundance is provided always and everywhere.
Plenty of abundance. The universe is expanding, everyone. All right. Skygra, I'm worthy of God's love.
Why does this keep saying iPhone?
It's continued. It has finite in it.
It does?
Finite is rock solid, so it's continual, or it's evermore, or it's ever flowing, or it's expanding, or it is growing, or it is, use any word that is moving forward. What can you believe about God's love for you?
Favorite.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Great one. Favorite child.
I think I'm God's favorite child.
You're sitting right next to me.
Is he copying?
Yep.
Thanks for taking the garbage out. I want to go take the
Oh,
garbage.
that's right.
I'm gonna pick another one.
Okay.
I'm always ready to receive my daughter.
Okay. The heart is to receive. Yeah. That is, so when the Bible says you shall be like a child to receive heaven, the child is always ready to receive the next birthday present, the next cupcake, the next greatness, the next time off school, the next.
It's always asking for it.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Say,
This
what's
is how
next?
God wishes us to be. It says
Like the
right
child.
there.
Excited to go on to the next greatness and to call it in and to have a birthday party, to have all the balloons and the
I'm
gifts.
just remembering. What's my satisfaction? Other than like the camera man here.
Is the house now? Is the household?
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost. Okay, good. Well, your satisfaction is you got it all together and the car sold.
It is coming together.
Great.
My satisfaction, I think, is just simplicity. Life has become very simple. And with that, there's a calmness and there is a feeling of togetherness. Even though we're apart, more and more people are coming together. People that wouldn't normally have come together. We've met some great neighbors because of this. And we're getting together with friends online, and more people now have time to reach out to people that they haven't talked to in a long time. So life has become a little more simple. And I think a lot of people are going to get used to it.
Yeah, it feels so good. Yeah. All right, Alec, Yannick, add one more.
So I wrote, I believe and I crossed it. I know God has planned for us, and I'm surrounding to His plan. I know that I am the master of the joy within myself.
Very good.
Master
of the joy within myself. I like that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And your satisfaction?
I thank God.
When you satisfied.
Oh yeah, so my satisfaction is the joy that I provide as I bake my goods, because that's my big thing. That the goods that I create, that I my craft, people eat it and they're happy.
No,
So I am a sister of joy.
That's exactly
write that down.
It's the same thing, right?
I am the creator of joy.
We were very happy eating your joy.
We were so happy.
It's delicious.
No, we ate and ate.
Joy of life. Get some joy out of it.
Yeah, the big first time
Yes.
for us when
We still love all of us. Make extra.
Yancey, share that too with your own hands. You always say that exact same thing.
Yeah, when people ask me, what do you do as a sales? I make people happy. Because sometimes you come to somebody's house and they have a thing that everything breaks or fails or something else, or people that are actually trained to fix these things and they cannot do it. So what human created, and when I leave, they're grumpy or not, they're always happy, even or laugh. And I would always break something with a joke to break the ice in the beginning.
Yeah.
So you just relax, and make it happen. You like it when you just, it always works.
It always works. Yeah. You've said that for years, and we've been friends for a long time. So I share that because exactly what you say with your bakery, he says in his construction. When he's leave, they're gonna be happy with what he does. It's such a beautiful saying. I think that all the time with Yatsik. He says, you're gonna love it. Donald Trump says that too. They're gonna love this plan I have. It's gonna be a good one. Good for everyone. Yatsik was saying that for years, right?
He copied your words.
Exactly. Wow, he sounds just like Yatsik. It's gonna turn out great. So reassuring. So wonderful. Yeah, it is. All right, Donna, what can you believe?
I said I came into this world with unique gifts and talents as a beacon of God's love.
Wonderful.
I can't hear
I said,
tiny voice.
should I say it again?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I came into this world with unique gifts and talents as a beacon of God's love.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh gosh. Okay, maybe I'm not.
Just one thing you can say.
So, because you're worthy of God's love, what's your belief?
Yeah.
So I believe in His plan, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
That he has a great plan for you. So can you write that? That God has a great plan for me. That's beautiful. What can you believe?
I believe that I've been forgiven.
Okay.
All my mistakes, screw ups that I have been
Already
Okay.
2,000 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. So let's change that because everything's perfect.
Yeah.
So I believe that God has the perfect plan and I've lived it. Okay. So those kind of words are the words that are less than, those are illusionary words that we're sharing. So I am perfect. That's how you put it. And that perfect plan God has, I have lived through in satisfaction. All right. So there is only perfection. It's the cookies we bake that we enjoy and the ones we burn. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And so we know that we have the opportunity to throw away the burned ones and we can keep the good ones and we can always rebake. Every day, right?
Yes. Or the gluten-free bread that even squirrels would eat.
Yeah. So because we can constantly rebake or reformulate or recreate or reimagine, everything's always been perfect. It is yet for our eyes and our heart to see the perfection in it. And that's why our words lead our attention and they bless. So that you are in your perfect element all the time. You always have been, and you receive that perfection from it. So a focus wheel is about what makes you feel great that you can believe right now. And so we use where we're going, where we are and where we're going. Nice to see you guys. Bakeries calling in the morning.
You know where to find us.
What time to what time?
We'll be there. We're there very early.
What time should we show up?
But usually it's 8:30 to 2 o'clock.
8:30 to 2.
So let us book time when it's less busy.
You can order online and just pick it up.
Yeah, you
Order
can order
online.
online.
What time you want
like,
pick up?
just have you.
Or just show up.
Oh,
Or just show up.
Just show up.
Just show up.
That's the fun.
That's the fun part. They always have access.
Yeah.
Fifth
Yes, we
Avenue.
do.
The name of the
There's a little hotel.
You know that? You know what? We done this before. Danny used to be the executive chef for the Wings Catering, and this lady, I think if it was her mother, had this amazing what is it called? Like an apple cake. I call it apple cake. And she just fell in love with Yannick, and she goes, "Here's my recipe. Can you?"
So they're taking
make
excellent
wonders
recipes,
of it?"
everyone, for their bakery. If anyone has a
she said,
special
"Go ahead
family,
and feed
Ooh.
family
my mom's
recipes.
recipe." So now he makes that recipe, and it is the best. apple cake pretty much.
Wow.
And it was her mom's recipe. So
What a blessing.
I created a flower.
Oscar, will you do one more shot of the two of
that's
them?
interesting. Yeah.
Okay, here's our new bakers.
Our new bakers.
Hey, bye guys.
Escalante Hotel.
We're at the Escalante Hotel. It's right on 5th Avenue and 3rd.
5th and 3rd.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's with Mary. She's
The name of the bakery is
Bakery E.
Bakery
And
E.
then the letter E for
Letter E.
Escalante.
Wonderful.
There is I have a big plan behind it because so there's 100 years of knowledge, right, from my father. From my but in the food industry in the world where I grow it, recipes are always getting cheated. Nobody wants to share the recipe. Everybody just follow the recipe. Maybe they share, they move something so you don't get the right thing. So it's always only me that have it. And I think that's insane because as I have this craft, I need to share it.
Yes.
So I'm working on figuring how to create a recipe book or video, but something to teach. So 100% of my knowledge can be implemented to as many people as possible.
Yeah. We're gonna have a big party.
Yes.
Yay!
You doing your recipes and put it on MTM.
Yeah. That'd be wonderful.
There we go. And we can pay for that, for those classes, and people can show up and be our teachers. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And they will be our bakers at our church too.
Yes, we have.
They're going to be the bakers for our church.
Yes.
And we're manifesting.
Yes.
We were also asking, like in the beginning, church, and then all good and thing, and then after the service, we go and have coffee and donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. This would be so
Yeah,
much better.
Yeah.
You can have tea and yogurt.
Yes, they can deliver. They can deliver to all the
That's what we
churches.
were saying. Well, we'll see you. When is the next one?
All right, and we're
When
ready.
is the 2 weeks? In 2 weeks.
Okay, so this will be recorded whenever you have time. You can
Yeah,
watch
Sylvie,
this.
can you send me the link so I can?
So just write down your. I have yours, but Yannick.
Oh yeah,
And I know I didn't put you on here.
Honey.
And it's like it's also my today's list. I'm praying that you show up.
I want to see the one from
Yes.
the last.
Yeah, I will send it.
Okay, are we ready, everyone?
Yes.
We have enough? Does everybody have all their spokes filled in, or do you need some more suggestions?
Anybody else?
Okay.
There's
Sylvie, will you read through the ones on the other page?
So
Okay,
the other
if you
page
need
I
some,
have.
here's some suggestions. So fill them in.
Thank you, everybody.
And you know me.
Bye.
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 There's also some empty lines. So
Have a good night.
So we started with, I am a child of God, He is my Father. He made me exactly as I am. He made me in His perfection.
Okay, if you can believe he made you in his perfection, write it down. If you can believe that,
I do.
then write it down. I am saved by grace. If you can believe that, write it down. I am lovable. If you can believe you are lovable, write it down. God made promises to me, promises of hope and a future. The Bible tells me that I'm worthy of his love. So if anybody reads the Bible in here and they believe it, the Bible tells us, because the Bible told me, that's a little song, the Bible told me so. Jesus died for me. So if you can believe that Jesus' work on the cross is complete, I put on one of my spokes, Jesus has done a complete work on the cross. And that it is finished. That's what he said, and he said, I shall do greater things than he ever did. And I will believe his word. So I believe his word. That's something I put on mine. God is always with me and here for me. If you can believe God is always with you, that you always have that great power with you, put that down. God is love. If you believe in that love that the Bible talks about, you can put that down. So I am part of God's almighty plan. We talked about plan here. That was wonderful. And then we want to imprint, which we will. I know what it feels like to be worthy. And that, you're going to circle that one, because that one we're going to work on right now. All right. So Donna, what are everybody got all their spokes filled in? And you can always add as many more to this, but for the purpose of re-imprinting, we're going to imprint on 4 levels. I am worthy of God's love. All right, Donna, please fill in your spokes. All of them? Yes, please. This is for you. Do you believe that God has done a complete work? Okay.
Okay,
Do you
so
believe I'm a
love,
child
you
of
can
God?
also say love flows through me.
God's love flows through me.
Love is the key, love is the answer. You know that saying?
This is Rachel. One of my favorites is I deserve it.
I deserve,
I deserve it, yes. Thank you.
That's why
I
you did
like
all that
that.
work. And you can make more spokes and wheels. I deserve it. Yes.
I deserve it.
That's why.
Anyone else
Thank you.
online with one or two suggestions?
Nope. I'm just listening.
Thank you.
Hey,
Take it all in.
Rachel, one more.
Would it be that I'm extremely thankful?
Yes. Gratitude. Yes.
I think from being having the, I hate to say, the coronavirus and being sequestered and this and that, I've how I am to have friends and see everyone. And this Zoom thing is fabulous, you know.
Yes.
It's great to connect. I wouldn't be able to do this.
We grow and grow. So we were asking for, like, I can have up to 100 people. So
I like to
100
put down
every
God
day.
is in the miracle business. If you believe that, you can write that in. I believe God is still in the miracle business.
I have, because I have faith that I am living according to God's plan for me.
Yeah, I have faith, steadfast faith. Yeah. So wonderful to have that steadfast faith. Right. All right. So Sylvie is going to be the wonder child to read some of these imprints into us.
I will walk you through.
Yeah, we're going to do it together.
So how about
set your
everyone
pens down.
at home? Just close your eyes, and you can fold your hands if you like. What we are doing here is we will take each other's hands, and what we're doing is one side is up and the other one is down. So everyone has like one up and one down. One up, one down. Yeah.
Come on over.
Guys can come over. Come into our circle. And this is based on Theta Healing by Vienna Stuyvesant.
You can grab those stools if you like, Sandra. You have to hold two stools.
Make it easy. So, and what we do in Theta Healing, we are connecting right with the Creator, and that is the book title, also Connect to the Light. So this is what we will do first. I will talk you through the connection, and once we are completely connected, we imprint these sayings. We ask Creator to imprint that on us directly.
Removing illusion and replacing it with these sure sayings that we all came up with tonight that we can believe.
And I will read it to you then one by one. So let's get started. Close your eyes and ground yourself. Your feet are on the floor, and envision that you gather all your light energy that is inside you, that makes up you. Whatever is the essence of you is gathered into a beautiful ball of light. And this beautiful ball of light is going to travel. We leave this human body, our physical form right here, and we take this ball of energy that is now us, and we take it first out of our feet and into the earth. Because for our physical being to be here on earth, to be grounded, we require that grounding energy. So our ball of light goes deep into the earth, and while it goes in there, we gather all the grounding energy and all the beautiful steadfastness there is. And we take all that beautiful grounding energy and come back through our feet and disperse that through our body. And then we take our ball of light that is now so light and easy again, and it comes out of our head. So envision this light, this ball of light circling above your head. And you can look at it and see what kind of color it is, how big is it. Notice its color, take it in, the fastness of it spinning, and know it's all the God particles, all of you, the child of God, the essence right there. And now we start our ascent. So envision this ball of light
going up. So you leave your house, you can see your body underneath your house, your town. So we see Naples underneath, and we go up and higher and higher. And as we go more up, we really extend our speed and up, and it's faster than light speed. Because we are light, but we are faster than light speed and beyond. So we can see we leave the Earth behind. We leave the Milky Way behind. Our universe is just also behind. So we go out of our solar system and into the next and out. And through all the stars, leaving all the stars behind. And when we leave the whole universe behind, we see that there's a layer of white light. And we pace through this white layer of light. And we go into this next layer, which is a small layer of black light. And then there's another layer of white light coming, another layer of black light, another layer of white light, another layer of black white light, another layer of white light, another layer of black light, and white light, and black light, and white light, and faster and faster, and more up and up and up and up and up. So then we come to a golden light. And we know that we notice that all the angels and guides are up there. So you can take a guardian angel, or you can take Jesus, or whoever you want by the hand and take them with you, or just say hi and just leave them there. Just go through that light as well, and you come to a sticky substance. And the sticky substance you go now through has all the laws in it. It has a lot of colors, and we see the law of attraction in there, the law of gravitation, and all the laws we always talk about are there. So just leave that behind, and then when you leave that behind, you come out and you see a vortex opening. You see like a rectangular shape, or maybe it's a circle for you, but you see an opening. And this light that is in the opening just draws you. That's the funnel we were talking about, the vortex we are sucking into, and we are already in it. So this funnel sucks you in. And when you come out the other side, you realize that your essence is completely dispersed everywhere. You feel warm, love, bliss, such a satisfaction, and even more than beyond satisfaction, it's beautiful, and has like a white luminescence, pearl white color. And you see that you are so, like all your particles are so much dispersed that there is actually like you are like lower than the atom level of yourself. And you see that because you're everywhere and everything, that everyone you know on earth and everything there is also here dispersed, and that actually you are one with everyone and with God, because this whole feeling there is the source. It's God. We are right here at our source, where everything begins, where everything ends. And this is a circle. We are where we came from, and we know now what it means that God is always with you, because He is you, in you, everywhere and around you. And this is why you have this beautiful feeling of agape love flowing through you right now. The bliss, the happiness, the joy, everything that comes here, and you know you're with Creator, and this is what it means that Creator has you back, that He carries you. This is the state of being. Just remember this feeling right now, what you have. This is where you wish to be every day and every time. This is connection. This is the ultimate, final connection. Connecting to the light. This is what it really means. I am the light. And it is here, within this light, with the I am the light, I am the way, I am the love. Well, we can start declaring, and we know whatever we declare here can be manifested in the physical realm immediately. So from here, we declare, and you can speak after me in your head, dear creator of all there is, I command.
You can speak it out loud. Dear Creator,
Creator
of all that
that
is,
is,
I command
I command
That I know what it feels like
that I
know
know
what it feels like
to be worthy,
on all 4 levels. On
all
to be
4 levels
worthy
of
of
my
God's love on all 4 levels.
Those levels are.
So we start with the first level, the core level. It's either pineal, it's like the frontal lobe. So look at the frontal lobe with your mind's eye. Dear creator of all there is, show me. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you.
Dear Creator,
of all
all
it
that
is.
it is, show me.
Thank you. And now take a moment and look with your mind's eye. Level up, level 1, the core level. What does Creator reveal to you? When it comes to I am worthy, I know what it feels like to be worthy of your love, of God's love. So maybe you see like you see colors, or you see something, black smoke leaving you and white coming in, more light coming in. Maybe you see or you feel a deeper love, a deeper understanding, or you know the love that is here for you to grasp. Whatever it may be, take it in. Now it's a downloading time of I know what it feels like to be worthy of God's love on level 1.
Again, let's speak it.
I know what it feels like to be worthy of God's love on level 1.
I know what it feels like to be worthy of God's love on level 1.
Show me.
Show me.
Show me.
So inhale the love, inhale the worthiness, and exhale everything that is less. Take it all in and let it all out. And let's move on to level 2. Dear Creator of all there is,
Dear Creator,
know what it feels like.
I know what it feels
like
to be worthy of God's love on level 2.
to be worthy
of God's love on level 2.
For that, go with your mind's eye to your pineal gland, more on the back of your head, like where the hormones come from. Where the master DNA sits. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done.
It is done.
It is done. Now show me.
Show me.
and bring white light to the back of your head.
So inhale the light that is all around you. Send it right to your pineal gland and all through the body. The master DNA, your stem cells, it goes everywhere. Every cell is happy.
And notice the light in that area of your head getting lighter and lighter and brighter and brighter.
And also the feeling is lighter. So again, inhale and exhale. Consciously inhaling the good and exhaling anything that's less. Worthiness. faith, love, and joy, and complete satisfaction. And now that we have the download also on level 2, we go to level 3. And whoever requires like a picture of which level is with the explanation can always email me and I send it to you. So just right now, just take it all in. Level 3, dear creator of all there is.
Dear creator.
Creator of all there is.
I command.
I command.
Command.
Know what it feels like to be worthy of your love.
That I know what it
feels like to be worthy of your love.
Level 3.
Level 3.
Thank
Level
you.
3.
It is done. It is done. It is done. Now show me.
It is done. It is done.
You can look around your head, your shoulder area. If there's anything happening. Maybe your shoulders feel lighter. And again, breathe in the worthiness. Maybe imagine that you breathe in the white light and you exhale everything that is other colors, that are no longer serving you. Time to move on, and everything that is time to leave you goes directly to Creator's light. We leave it here. In the light we are. I am the light. I am the love. I am the worthiness.
I am the worthiness.
I am the love. Dear creator of all there is.
Dear creator of all there is.
I command.
I
That
command.
I know what it feels like to be worthy of your love.
I know
I know what it feels like to be worthy of your love.
On level 4.
On level 4.
Level 4.
It is done. It is done. It is done. Now show.
Now show me.
And now we're by the heart.
Look at your heart and see how the light floods into your heart. You might see it repairing pieces that belong to you, returning pieces that you own of someone, you giving them back. Maybe it's like puzzle pieces getting back together and holding in the light. So you see this perfect, healthy heart. You came into this world with before anything else happened. You came with this heart, and we also always say there's a God-shaped structure in your heart that only God can fill, and we know it's filled because it's whole. We know the source. We know we have the light in our heart and in every other cell, every particle of us is God. It's love and it's God's worthiness. So we know we are worthy of God's love. So let's declare it one more time together, and then I read you all the imprint, all the affirmation, and just let them sink in. So again, all together. I know.
Feels like
to be worthy of
God's love.
I am worthy of
God's love on all 4 levels. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done.
God is love.
God is
God
love.
is love.
Love is the answer.
Love is the answer.
That's on my car. I have steadfast faith.
I have steadfast faith.
I am in the vortex and receiving.
I have said these things. I am in the
constantly blessed by God.
I am constantly blessed by God.
I'm satisfied.
I'm satisfied.
by God.
Always, everywhere.
Always,
Always and everywhere.
God's love is continual.
God's love is continuous.
I am His favorite child.
I am His favorite child.
Always ready to receive my God given gift.
I am
always ready to receive my God gift.
With God, everything is possible.
With God, everything is possible.
God has a plan for me.
God has a plan for me.
I am the master of the joy within myself.
I am the master of the joy within myself.
I came into this world with unique gifts and talents as a beacon of His love.
I came into this world
with unique gifts and talents as a beacon of His love. God has a great plan for me.
God has a great plan.
I am forgiven.
I am forgiven.
Through my life and satisfaction.
I live through my life in satisfaction.
I am forever giving.
I am forever giving.
God is still in the miracle business.
God is still in the miracle business.
I am worthy and have a grateful heart.
I'm worthy and have a grateful heart.
I deserve it.
I deserve it.
I am a child of God. He is my Father.
I'm a child of God. He is my Father.
He made me exactly as I am.
He made me exactly as I am.
He made me in His perfection.
He made me in His perfection.
I am part of God's almighty plan.
I am part of God's almighty plan.
God is love.
God is love.
Humanity is God's chosen creation, and I am human.
Humanity is God's chosen
God is always with me and here for me.
God is always with me and here for me.
Jesus died for me.
Jesus died for
He
me.
did a complete job.
He did a complete job.
The Bible tells me that I'm worthy of His love.
The Bible tells me that I'm worthy of His love.
God made promises to me, promises of hope and a future.
God made promises to me, promises of hope and a future.
I am lovable.
I am lovable.
I am saved by grace.
I am saved by grace.
I know what it feels like to be worthy.
I know what it feels like to be worthy.
I am worthy of God's love.
I am worthy of God's love.
And now take in this perfection, this abundance, this bliss, this love, this joy, this worthiness all around you. And then gather all your little essence again, gather it in your little light ball. And you can keep some stuff here you wish to place on God's altar and leave it right here. Anything that is less of this worthiness, just leave it here. It was part of you, it served you for a while. However, now it's time to move on. It can stay here with God's love. It's perfect here and will be reformed. And we take all that blesses us going forth, going onward. We are new tablecloth. We are the new wineskin, gathering our particles. With all the worthiness, with all the love, with all the joy, this is what we are.
Taking with us God's love, God's light while we're up here.
And remembering this
planting it within
feeling.
us.
We have to remember this feeling throughout the day. We can always come back here. We know we can always come back here at every moment we wish to. And we are connected at all times. So gather your little light energy in your ball and then start the descent. You go out of this vortex, this tunnel that was drawing you, you go back. And even if it still draws you and you wish to stay here, however, we signed up for this lifetime, being on earth, being in this physical existence. We signed up for this. We wish to have the variety, we wish to have the love and the experience right here on earth with all the emotions that come with it. We can choose from and we can own. So let's go back and have fun and go back and go back and go back and fast. So you go again to this jelly-like substance because we have to, like, here on earth, apply the law of gravitation, otherwise we will float through life, and we might feel like floating through life because everything is light and easy, however we are still on this planet. So we go with the gravitation, with the law of attraction. We know that karma is superseded by grace, so we have that. We know all of the rules, all of the absolutes. We still have to remember that. We will remind you in every miracle group meeting of what is the real truth and leave all the illusions behind and go back into our world or play in some illusions because it's fun for this moment. So go back through all this gold light and the white light, and the black light and the white light, like why is it 7 layers of that? So go back and then come back to this universe, see all the beautiful stars on the night sky. Go like deeper into like, let's find our Milky Way. That's also our hypnotic rhythm swirling universe that is so beautiful, and we find our solar system, our sun, and all the planets. And we choose Earth. We go back to Earth. Choose United States of America, or like some are choosing Canada right now. Going back because you wish to take your own body, please. And go back wherever you sit in your house, wherever you sit in this chair. And take your light energy back inside. However, when you take it back inside, make sure you go out of your feet first. Again, go back into the earth and take all the grounding energy again, because now we went floating and we were in complete bliss. So let's take some of the grounding energy again for the light particles, that we can be grounded steadfast in our faith here on earth. So take them back into the soles of your feet and disperse all your particles back through your body. Yes, and once you come back to yourself, open your eyes and then look at me. What we do, we take our hands together. Rub them together and then cut the energy from everyone around us. Because now we are our separate little unit, and before that we were all oneness. And now we are our separate little beings for this kind of experience here on earth.
And if you would like to take a test to make sure that you have been cleared on all 4 levels, if you do any type of kinesiology, I use give me my true yes, I go forward, give me my true no, I go backwards, and I say, am I worthy of God's love on level 1? And I can feel myself giving me a yes. And then you ask on, am I worthy of God's love on level 2? Feel where you're going. Am I worthy of God's love on level 3? Feel your pull, or however you do it. Am I worthy of God's love on level 4? And you should be, yes, I'm worthy, yes, I'm worthy, yes, I'm worthy. If there's any place on level 1, 2, 3, or 4 that needs an additional encouragement, then just make a note of it and we re-imprint on that one. So do check yourself, or have somebody use your arm kinesiology-wise, get together as pairs or friends. You can use your pendulum, you can use whatever it is that are, you can check yourself. Great.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It was. I could feel my hands tingling. I know that sounds bizarre, but
Sounds beautiful.
Not at all.
even though I put my hands with everyone else, and
yeah,
no, it doesn't sound. It's real.
Yeah, it's totally real. We are now imprinted with complete worthiness. And now the greatness happens because we're a clear channel to receive more and more and more of the greatness that is set up for us from the beginning of time. So keep calling it in. Keep calling it in. All right. Thank you all.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks. It was great.
All right.
Well, this was the first one online. Which
Enjoy
was
your
great
satisfied
to
week,
remember.
everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for hosting us.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us, guys.
It was great. Bye.
I want to have like the information.
And then
Okay, good
miracles
night.
are just so
Good night.
It really makes you be
Thanks for everything. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Just like those
So again,
There you are.
Mercury is just
the last time and all that happened.
Like a movie star.
It's so encouraging. Yeah. And
It's
so
15.
we do encourage that if you feel you need a little
How do I unclick it?
There's exit meeting or leave meeting.
Okay, wait, let's see if I see it. Leave meeting.
Thank you.
Time for bed. That was so relaxing. All righty. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Bye.